In this problem, we have two boxes. Box A has 1, 2, 2, and box B has 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what you want to do is you want to pull a ticket from each box and then look at the combo. So if I see this, like, I could pull a 1 and a 1, so that would give me 1, 1. Or I might pull like a 2 and a 1, so that would give me the combo 2, 1. But I could also pull a 2 and a 2, and that would give me the combo 2, 2. So you can see there's a lot of different combos of what I can get when I pull things from these two boxes. Okay. So one thing that might be easier, before we even look at like what this problem is going to be, if you're a more like a graphical visual person, is you might want to make a little chart here. So I put box A going down the vertical side, and I put box B up here. So box A has the options or possibilities 1, 2, and 2. And box B has the possibilities 1, 2, 3, and 4. This way I can visualize all the possibilities. So my possibilities are like a 1 and a 1, or a 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 3, a 1 and a 4. So if this is A, this is B. So it makes it easier to list out the possibilities. Like I can get 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, etc. And I can keep going. There are 12 possibilities here. You can see 12 because if you made a little grid, you're going to have 12 spots. Okay, so you could list out all 12 possibilities to look at, or you can kind of visualize it on this graph. Now part A says we want the number from A to be bigger than the number from B. Well, if you look at these possibilities, which one has a number in A bigger than one in B? Well, like this one, where A is 2 and B is 1, that would give you 1. So let's look at our chart. So we want A to be bigger. So if A is 2 and B is 1, that would work. This combo right here, A is 1, 2, and B is 1, that would also work. Let's see. Oh, sorry. That is not part A. That is part B. I'm sorry. I wrote down the wrong one. So we want the number from A to be equal to the number from B. So we want them to be the same. So we could get a 1 from both boxes, or we could get a 2 from both boxes. Notice if I'm getting a 3 or 4 from box B, I can't match that from B, so we don't have to worry about that. So if you look at it, there's these 3 possibilities that are going to give you what you want. So the probability that they're the same is just going to be 3 out of 12 because there were 12 possibilities. So that's how I do it graphically. I can also do it using our rules of probability. So the probability that they're the same is going to be equal to the probability. Well, think about it. How are you going to get things that are the same? You could get a 1 from A and a 1 from B. Okay, and so that's kind of like my first possibility. Or, what else could you do? You could do a 2 from A and a 2 from B. So that's my second way that I can do this. So now let's find those probabilities. So if I want a 1 from A, in A there is 1, 1 out of 3 possibilities. Now an AND means we're going to do a times. Now I want a 1 from B. For B, there's 1, 1 out of 4 possibilities. Okay, or means I'm going to add it. Now I want a 2 from A. Notice there are 2 ways to get a 2 out of 3 total. And I want a 2 from B. There's only 1 2 on B out of 4 total. Sorry, I wrote the wrong thing again. 1 out of 4. And you can put this in your calculator to get 0.25. So you can do it using our probability rules, or because in chapter 14 I taught you to like draw diagrams like this to try and visualize the possibilities, or make sure you include all the possibilities. For part B, we're going to do the same thing, but now we want the number in A to be greater than the number in B. Okay, so for A we have 1, 2, 2. For B we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So how can you have A be greater than 2? Well, if A is 2 and B is 1, that would work. And if A is 2 and B is 1, that would work. But that's about it. If A is 1, you can't be greater than anything in B. And so you're only 2 And if you get a 2 and A, the only thing you're going to be greater than is 1. So there's only those two possibilities. So the probability of A greater than B, in this case, is just going to be 2 out of 12 possibilities. Or you can actually do it with your math. So the probability that A is greater than B, whenever you're doing probabilities, you want to think about what possibilities or what possible outcomes will give me what I want. So the only way to do this is you look at it and you're like, okay, well the only numbers in A are 1s and 2s, so we're only going to be greater if we have 2s and A's. So 2 and A, and then we have to have a 1 and B so that A can still be bigger. So that's the only way we're going to get what we want. So for a 2 and A, there are 2 ways to get a 2 out of 3 total. And for 1 and B, that's only a 1/4 chance because there's only 1 out of 4. So we put that on our calculator, and I did not actually write down what that is. So it looks like we'd be 2 out of 12 or 1/6 or 0.1666.